President Tony asked me to do a quick update on what we've been doing with the Community Services Committee and what we're starting to think about ready for next year. I just wanted to, before I talk about what we've done, I wanted to say thank you to Joan Smith, who's not here today, but being relatively new to Rotary, Yusuf might not feel this, but we've only been here 2.5 years and I still feel like a newbie, so Terry, I'm with you on that. And so having Joan really explain what being a chair was about, what being on the board was about, and also about the committee itself was just invaluable, and she's been a huge support to me over the last year, and also in developing the relationship with Tiara Healthcare, so that's been great. So thanks, Joan, even though you're not here. As a committee, when we started out, we had a bit of a motto that we wanted to do one or two things well rather than try and do everything and end up not doing much at all. So we really decided to focus on Tiara Healthcare, which had just really, the relationship had just started at the end of the previous year's term, and so we wanted to really establish that and then run a couple of projects that meant that we could contribute to Wellington Central Region. And I think we've done both of those things well. So with Tiara, we've really strengthened our relationship with Daryl, who you've met a number of times, and with the board. We understand, Joan and I and a few others have visited the healthcare centre. We've met all the staff, who are amazing people. We understand the services they're offering to the people in the Wellington Central Region and sort of understand their challenges and how we can help. We've also, and that will help us going forward for this next year when we're carrying on with the committee in terms of the projects that we provide them with. We also carried out some fundraising sessions. Daryl himself spoke and we did the Sergeant session, so that was fantastic, and he raised some funds through that. And John Norman, who I don't think is here today either, had the fantastic Richard Norman, had the fantastic movie fundraiser, and it was unfortunate timing between Easter and Anzac, but we had really good turnout from the club, and I understand it was a great night for those who went, so thanks to everyone who did go. Raised money for Tiara but also raised profile, and everyone had a good time by all accounts, and recommend the movie. So that was Tiara Healthcare. The other things we've done, a particular one was the blood pressure awareness campaign. Now that was a bit of a surprise to us when it came along, but it turns out it's an event that Rotary runs every year, and as a club we're responsible for supporting one centre. We actually supported two this year. We did Wellington Council and New World Willis Street. We had one in excess of 230 people go through the Wellington Council Centre. I don't know the numbers for the New World, but fantastic feedback on Rotary, what lovely people we are, how brilliant we are at getting people, encouraging people to come and have their blood pressure tested, and in a sort of no stress way. And in fact a number of people from that then got referred to their doctors and got the early healthcare health alert that they needed to have some interventions by their doctors. So great feedback, but it also really boosted our relationships as Rotary with Wellington Council, with other organisations, and also with Wellington Free Ambulance, which was nice to build on that relationship. So a big thank you to everyone who volunteered. There was a huge turnout from the club. Amazing. I think there was good relationships built through that event, and we'll repeat it again this year, and it'll be a lot easier because we'll have done it once, so we'll know how to do it, and it'll all go very smoothly. The other thing we've done, which we'll also repeat again this year, is the City Missions Pack the Bus, and that was another way that we could contribute as a group, where we, for those that came along to lunch that day, we collected lots of toiletries and food and did a really good Pack the Bus event for Wellington Mission. I know they were really grateful for that. As a committee, the last thing we're doing for this year is finalising our strategy. So Yusuf will be really pleased to hear that. So our goal is to finish the strategy by the end of the month, and put our plans in place ready for the year ahead. Our big focus will continue to be providing opportunities for us all to contribute to community within Wellington, whether that's through contributions like Pack the Bus, or whether that's in our time like volunteering. So we'll focus on both of those areas so that we can all make a difference in our community. And we'll definitely continue with Tiara Healthcare, and more than likely pick another project as well for Wellington Central. So I hope that's given you a very fast overview of what we've done as a committee. It's been a wonderful committee. I've certainly made some new friendships, relationships within the club. I've got to know lots of people, which has been great, and I'm really happy to have been asked to carry on for another year. And I just want to say a big thank you to so many of you. So many of you have contributed your time, made contributions, and it's really made our job a lot easier. So thanks everyone.